So I think there's something wrong with this frog. What is up with this guy? He's got like super speed something, I'm not entirely sure. But like, what is wrong with him? Look at the frog! This is definitely some sort of bug, but like, what is up with this guy? He's like walking backwards, super speeding. It looks so derpy and it's so funny. And oh, there it goes. What is wrong with you? What is this frog's problem? My tadpoles just spawned. There's 4 of them. Let's go. How's it going, guys? This is Avollon, and I'm still not used to the Swift Sneak yet. Welcome back to Avollon's world. Hope you guys enjoyed that little clip in the beginning. I was breeding up some frogs and had that happen, so I couldn't pass the opportunity to record that, because what was the frog doing? Anyways, I'm in my storage room here. I was gathering some resources for today's project, and I was doing some lag busting, I guess you could say. And so I want your guys' opinions here. I have 2 examples. First example over here is a way that is completely lag friendly, no item frames, no nothing. You use the block aside of the chest to determine what's inside of it. It doesn't look the greatest, but then again it also is a visual representation. I could also use signs. Signs are just boring and you have to read, and come on, who wants to read? But then over here, I still have the items. Obviously, items can't be in block form. So I made the item frames invisible, and I can't lie, like, this is really clean and sleek looking. And I like this a lot better, but it still uses item frames, so it's still going to be creating lag. But I got like a stack of, or so, I think 2 stacks actually, of item frames from taking every single one down here. The lag hasn't exactly improved greatly, but I do have plans to swap out this entire giant, I think a cube of chest here practically, with something a little bit more lag friendly. So yeah, let me know in the comments below which design you think looks best. When Optifine comes out, I won't have this problem, but I don't really like the blocks, but I kind of do. And I really like this, but it involves item frames, obviously, and I'm trying to cut down on lag. I've even hooked up different farms to item streams instead of hoppers, etc. But anyways, enough with the lag busting. Today we are working with frogs, if you couldn't guess from the beginning clip, and we're going to be working on the Froglight farms. One of the only things I think that we couldn't actually get right away, and this still does not look right, the Swift Sneak enchantment. But it's one of the only things we couldn't get right away, and I have a farm design, and I have 12 tadpole buckets, so we need to go breed up some frogs in different areas to get Pacific variants, because there's 3 Pacific frogs, and we need 3 Pacific froglights. So let me go and find these areas to breed these frogs. Okay, this isn't as hard as I thought it was. I'm working on getting the frogs up here in the nether, building it in the nether ceiling, or above the roof in the nether. Yeah, in the ceiling, that makes sense. Above the roof in the nether, in the basalt delta, because the magma cubes are the only thing that spawn there, at least to my current knowledge. And it's much better than a magma cube spawner, because let's be honest, how are we going to find one of those? These guys are just going to be tamed here for a little bit, and I have 3 fences, because I need to get the 3 different types. I can get 2 of them by my base, and the 3rd one I built a portal, I think behind me, off that way. I honestly forget. I have it in chat here. It's I think it's this coordinate here that I have the other portal at, so I have to go there to breed them at a snowy slopes or some sort of snowy biome to get the last frog type. So I'm gonna get the other 2, and I'll meet you back here. Alright, we got our little buddy here. The green one comes from the snowy biomes. Don't know why you think the white one would, but you know, what do I know? When I click on him with this lead, is you don't actually have to get them all at once. Where is it? It's in the husbandry. Yeah, get each frog variant on a lead, not at once, just progressively. Then of course we'll get that one later. So it should, yep, when the squad hops into town. So what I've been doing is I've just kind of sit down a 2x2 little area. How's it going, dude? And I've been breeding them with, or not breeding them, but speeding up the growth process with the slime balls, because I have like double chest upon double chest of slime balls, so might as well save some time. And then I take them through the nether and then hook them up to where I was over there. On a little bit of a side note, you can see this stony mountain over here. When I was looking in a separate world for the closest snowy place that I could make a portal to, I specifically went out of my way to check these stony mountains, and almost every single one I went to, and I honestly think every single one I went to, had a deep dark biome underneath it. Every one of these mountains. So if you're struggling to find a deep dark biome in your world, look out for these stony mountain peaks. I don't know the actual name. It might be Stony Peaks for all I know. But it spawns the biome, not necessarily the city. It all depends on how big it is and whatnot, but you can at least then find the skulk and whatnot. But if you want a city, you might have to look out for them. It's one of the problems I had with the Deep Dark, is there was no way to find the cities. But it seems like they always generate under these mountains, and if that is the case, then it would be pretty easy to find them, because you could travel along the surface, find these stony peaks, and congratulations, you found yourself an ancient city. So anyways, I got some frogs to breed up here. I'll meet you back here. So show you what I'm talking about. I am in spectator mode on the actual world. You can see the very slightly see the portal up there, maybe not with YouTube compression. But coming down this cavern, you can actually, that's really cool, but yeah, there's the Deep Dark, and this one actually spawned in Ancient City, and there was another stony mountain across the ways. There is another Deep Dark biome right beneath it. This one, however, does not have an Ancient City, so they aren't guaranteed to spawn underneath every one, but, you know, ooh, look at the amethyst. That's cool. It, like, twisted itself into the amethyst. That's really cool. But you can still fight the warden in these, because the shriekers can still spawn. But hey, if you're having troubles finding the Deep Dark in your world, just look for these stony mountains. What's the actual biome called? Stony Peaks. Yep. Look for the Stony Peaks. I didn't know that, and I didn't even consider that. So yeah, that's what you need to look for. I like this. This is great. Because they move so slow naturally that when you pull them along, I'm just walking backwards too. Like, it looks so derpy, the little legs just running so fast. And with that, we have all 3 frog types set ready to go. We got 4 of each, because there will be 4 for each level. We're gonna have 3 levels, obviously, 3 for each different froglight. So it should, in theory, be about roughly the same amount of froglights, but it all depends on which level the magma cubes spawn on. So now we gotta build the farm. The farm is actually gonna pool, like, it's literally gonna be just the same as a slime chunk farm. But we're gonna put the iron golem in the middle, surrounded on a top of a cactus, essentially. You'll see what I'm talking about in a couple seconds. I don't think we need to worry about how the magma cubes spawn. That is a lot. I have noticed, yeah, that Iron Golem is taking damage. I need to figure that out. He's taking a lot of damage, actually. That is a lot of magma cubes. I don't even want to... You know what I might do? We're just going to let the dude over... Can we, you know, maybe take out some of the bigger ones here and just say, you guys, get out of here. Yeah, this guy's not doing so good. Alright, so now that they're all like this, are they going to come after me? Oh yeah, they're going to come after me. Come on, guys, you can do it. Yeah, everybody over here. Yeah, I might have to put them up 1 more block. Come on, guys. Alright, they need to, like, are you coming? I'm going to try to lead them to, alright, they all want to the iron golem again. I'm going to try to get as many of the small ones as I can, because that's more... Ow. I was out there. Can I, like, just hit you? Hit you. Yeah, there you go. The small ones are the ones that the frogs actually have to... Ow. These aren't... Ow! They actually hurt. These aren't the little slimes, they actually do damage. There's one big one left in there. I might have to get some carpets too to place in the middle here. This is a... Ow. It says a 17 by 17 platform. What are you doing down there? You need to, like, not exist. There you go. I'm gonna leave these guys over to the frogs. This is such a sight that I'm not used to, with sound effects and everything. Just get off. Don't hit me. There's so many of them. So the point of the farm is to have the big ones spawn in, go towards the center, break up. There's going to be 4 frogs on each layer. They're going to eat the little ones, hopefully right by the cactus. I would hope. There's so many little magma cubes over here. And they don't always do... Yep, okay, well, I think that's enough. Come on, guys. Let's go this way to your inevitable demise. Yeah, desise. Yeah, that's not even a word. Maybe get these ones over. This takes forever. But there's the last one. And with our powers combined, we now have all the froglights. Who needs to build a farm? Ow! Who needs to build a farm when you can do this? This is so inefficient. You know how long it took for them to get over here? Don't even get me started on that. I don't even want to wait for the frogs to kill them. Ow, 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 ow. It was ow there. Come over here. I want some more of these verdant froglights. So we got a green one, we got a purple one, and we got the tannish orange color. Pretty cool froglights. They're also directional. Also sound really weird. Don't have a specific tool, or do they break? No, they don't have a specific tool. Alright, fair enough. Good to know, good to know. Do your work, frogs, do your work. Got you some food, some nice fresh magma cubes. Okay. Updated the resource pack so I don't have to worry about the fog. You can see the Snowy Peak portal over there, the gold farm, then off in that distance is the Hoglin farm. What I need to know, I upped the block, or I moved this guy up 1 block. They do look like they don't see him right away. There's a lot of magma cubes though. That guy definitely sees him. I didn't see the iron golem take any damage. It's also not hitting the cactus. Or you can just do that too, that works. I might have to put the walls up. Okay, that guy's taking damage, that guy's taking damage. Yet they're moving the golem, not damaging him. I think it's out of their hit range. That is a lot of magma cubes, dude. Wow. Alright, I think I found the sweet spot for the golem. I might have to move the walls up a little bit, but that'll be about it. I've yet to see him take any damage. Alright, I think that fixed the issue. I think this guy over here is interested. They just take a while to move. And so the main goal is he's actually helping the frogs too. Because it does seem like it's going to take some time. I can't actually put another... These sound effects, man. I can put another cactus on top of it. They can grow only at 3 tall naturally, but I cannot, of course, build them as tall as I need to. There's another block there. I just need to wait for the magma cubes to get out of my way so I don't die when I go back down on that platform. Alright, we're doing a little bit of a test here. I put 2 of each frog in. I left 2 spots open. We're gonna see if the frogs go after him, because there's a lot of magma cubes that spawn on just 1 layer. If we can get away with not making 3 layers, I'll be fine with it. Because it does take time. I could easily do it. But if we can get away with only doing 1 layer, I'd be fine with it. Like I said, I might have to rearrange the frogs a little bit. Orient them a different direction or whatnot. I think that should do it. So I'm going to see how well this works, and I'll be back with the results. Okay. Out of the little test, I did have to kill them. Most of them just ended up dropping just the magma cream and dying here. And I only got these froglights on the ground. I mean, I didn't give them enough time to kill the magma cubes, but it could be the matter that the frogs aren't positioned correctly. The original way I was going to do it is put a frog right here, giving them clear passage 4 on each layer, and that being that. So I feel like that's kind of what I gotta do. So, yeah, I've got some work cut out for me, don't I? So tried a new method. This is a lot of trial and error. The frog obviously kills the magma cube, but I didn't know where the froglight spawned then. It spawns practically right next... Why? spawns right next to the frog. The frog kind of like sticks its tongue out, pulls in the magma cube, and brings it in, and then kills it, like right in this vicinity. Because I am getting absolutely nothing in the chest, which I have hooked up to these hoppers underneath here. But I guarantee you, if I put a 9 by 9, a 3 by 3 hopper chain around the frogs here, that I will get a lot more froglights, as long as, you know, they break up, which I seem is a problem, is they tend to just take a while. But this is a lot of trial and error, and I am doing this on the fly, so yeah, that's what I get. So, after many failed attempts and one falling from a high place later, I think I have the finalized design that I'm gonna go for, at least. I don't need this thing to produce 1100 froglights per hour. I got 23 from one little batch of magma cube spawning, and that's pretty good. There's hoppers underneath every section here, including the minecart. I could put them in this section too, though I haven't noticed any froglights getting stuck here. I noticed the frog picked one up and it shot the froglight like all the way out here. The only other solution I can come up with is minecarts with hoppers under the entire thing, which I really don't want to do because those are not really reliable. They stop sometimes, and it's just, and then I gotta make the unloaders, and this is just so much simpler to hook up hopper chains. I hope this design works. I'm going to replicate this 2 more times above it, and I hope this guy, hey buddy, is still safe. I haven't noticed him take any damage, but it might be a visual distance thing, because I'm at 256 up there, and we're at, 139. So we'll find out over time. He hasn't, cracked or anything, so I think we're fine. And yeah, I'm not too worried about the magma cream either. You have the slime balls, we can hook them up with the blaze powder to make them. So I'm going to replicate this 2 more times. I'm going to get those done. No point in me showing you me building them or anything, because they're going to be exactly the same as these layers, just with different colored frogs. So she's up and running, and she's running good. Every layer is in place, all the frogs are stuck in their minecarts, and there are so many magma cubes that spawn into this place. I have not seen the iron golems take any damage, because I moved them up 1 more block. And it does take some time for the magma cubes to break up. That is like the biggest downside of this. And yes, some items do get stuck in the middle. Occasionally I see some froglights on the outside, like I've been saying, like that one. How many froglights we get from this farm? Let me just jump down here and try not to fall to my death again. This has been going for a little bit, but like, got at least 4 stacks, working on 5 of each one. And this is like 20-30 minutes, if that even. Like, it's really good. So the next order of business, you can see I have every hopper line running into one, because that's going to be the front facade that we look at it from, obviously. So I wanted to make it look pretty from at least one side. We need to make a proper sorting system to sort them out into chests, because, why not? We're not going to want to sort through them. We're going to want to be able to pick out which ones we want. And I think I'm going to keep the magma cream, because then I don't ever have to worry about making magma cream ever again for fire res potions. So let's do some redstone. I'm almost afraid to AFK here overnight, not because I'm worried about dying. I use this kind of method all the time, just a glass platform at build height here. Because I didn't know they didn't extend the build limit in the nether. They did it in the overworld, but I guess they didn't do it in the nether. It makes sense, but I just kind of thought it was cross dimensions. But anyways, before I get sidetracked again, yeah, it's a lot of magma cubes, and that's the 3rd layer. We got another 2 layers below that. And I mean, let's take a look. Yeah, this farm is absolutely crazy, and like I said, I haven't seen the iron golems take damage, so I don't have to worry about replacing them. But overall, this looks like a really cool tower. It could be fancier, not gonna lie. It could be fancier. Could be more colorful too. It is the nether, everything's dark, and I just decided to use blackstone. But I'm rarely gonna see it, just like I rarely see my pigment farm over there. So just making it look visually good and nothing too fancy after that is kind of what I went for. I did use some froglights though to bring in some color, and we got some visual representation instead of item frames, even though I don't really have to worry about lag in the nether. What time to check out? Okay, the magma cream's good, those ones are getting in, and I was right there. So yeah, I was up there for like a couple minutes, so sorting system seems to be working pretty good. Now the back is kind of open. I didn't feel like building up some walls and a facade there. I did build up that wall just in case if I need to access the redstone, it's easy access. It looks alright. I mean, of course you got the ugly copper chain running down the back of the building too, but I'd say this Froglight tower looks pretty darn good. It does the job. That's pretty much all I can say, and we have unlimited Froglights now, so we have easy access to a bountiful supply of Froglights. So anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Next episode, we'll put some of these Froglights to use, because I have some more ideas for some projects with frogs. Mainly something similar to the axolotl sanctuary we did. I want to make a frog sanctuary, so you know, because the frogs, as you've seen at the beginning of this episode, are kind of derpy and funny, and I just want a place where I can just go stand there and stare at them and just have a good laugh. And I also want to see their mechanics with the drip leaves and the lily pads, because they actually prefer to jump to those prior to other blocks. So it'd be cool to see those mechanics in person instead of just out in the wild. But anyways, I will catch you guys in the next one. I want to thank you guys for all the support in the past couple episodes. It means the world to me. Thank you for the new subscribers as well. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. And with that being said, if you aren't subscribed, you should, because 1.19 is here, and we got a lot of big projects on our hands. I got a couple more episodes, and then I'm going to work on a pretty daunting project that isn't really daunting, but it kind of is. And that's all I'm going to tell you. Anyways, guys, if you haven't liked this video, please leave a like. It means the world to me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Farewell.